No. No. Okay, now we're live. Hey, good morning. I'm sorry, everybody. We started that without the intro here, but Reply All Caps has got some questions, and I might not have the answer, and I see. Yes, lectures, that is deliberate. Give me a second. And hopefully you guys can help answer it. Lectures, we are kicking Hugh's fleet because 90% of the characters were owned by Von Marcus, who has passed away, and much as we love the idea of Hugh's Heroes, we have another fleet that is active that would like to join us. So we're going to move Hugh's fleet out of there and go into another smaller armada with them and bring in something a little bit more active. And if you've got anybody in Hugh's fleet and you need to... We're not getting rid of the fleet, we're just moving them out of the armada.
Oh, okay.
So that
Somebody
was
passed away?
Yeah,
That's
Von Marcus passed away a year ago.
Oh.
And Hughes Heroes has never really grown. He was the primary driver of it, and he had like 10 of the 12 or 10 of the 13 members of that fleet.
Oh wow. So literally just one man's fleet almost.
Yeah, well, we had done because we were talking about it after an episode of Picard, and we thought, yeah, let's make a Hughes Heroes fleet. And I agree with that. And Von Marcus was the driving thing behind it, but unfortunately Von Marcus had some health conditions that were, well, it killed him. He had a bad heart, and it killed him.
Oh, so that's why I haven't heard from him lately. I didn't know he passed.
Yeah, he passed a year ago. So he was actually, it's not funny, but he knew he was eligible for a heart transplant, and things were progressing towards that, but his doctors were reasonably confident that he had some time left, and he was healthy enough that they hadn't put him high on the list. But nonetheless, his aunt had already started planning on, I'll spend this number of days with you after the surgery because you're going to need to go back and forth to the hospital after your release, but she couldn't stay forever. So we were working with people in the fleet to say, hey, who can go out and stay with him? I think it was Cleveland, for a week at a time and help get him around and help him out as he recovers. And we actually were starting to get that organized, even though it was still very tentative. And then like a couple of days later, after I was mentioning this to my boss, his girlfriend sent out the message that he had passed away in his sleep.
So it's always better to pass away in his sleep than,
Well, heck, I would prefer that he didn't die, period. Thank you very much.
True.
Yeah.
He's a good guy. All right, so you're talking about something in purple. What is in purple that you're talking about?
Well, I can't post images. Once you get to the 2,500 space kills, when you're looking down the laundry list, you see this Klingon face.
Okay, so let me find somebody who's a little bit further along than that on that one. I have one tune I think who's very close. Who else is my Klingon? Ketha?
And I mean, somebody on Facebook said that it's a valued duty officer. But see, the thing is that it's like I kind of don't care about duty officers because I can't see them. They're just in a laundry list to like help you grind for like Christmas currency. At least that's what I use them for. So it's like I care about bridge officers, like on my ground team and stuff.
Yeah, I get that, but duty officers have a great place in a few things. Let me see if it's maybe on my other account.
Yeah, I personally have a few that I'm never letting go, and they're doing miracles on my ship sometimes.
Good morning, Chosen. Oops,
okay.
There we go. Let's see.
Like sometimes whenever I use a random ability, I get a boost to all of my power systems to like all the max all the way up, and that boosts everything from shields to engines and auxiliary, and that sometimes is the nick of time I needed that little boost. That's a significant boost. Other times they can do other things.
Well, it's just weird that you're actually allowed to have like 3 of them, and I'm like, okay.
Okay, I'm not seeing it here.
But with computer problems and wanting to keep my computer alive, it's like anything that's not worth doing, I'm not doing. So it's like, yeah, the completionist in me has been pretty much kicked out.
Let's see, I'm gonna go back to my main account. I'm not seeing a Klingon recruit. I know I did a Klingon recruit. I'm trying to figure out which one it was. The one I'm seeing is not the one I'm thinking of. Okay. Kethva.
And attempted to actually use that green ship rather than keep it like selling later.
because
What?
of on another Klingon recruit that I made like I don't know if yeah, it was like last year.
Yeah.
Um I finally was able to get the Maquis Raider.
Mm-hmm.
So I took the Fire Tornado console off that and put it on the ship that he's using because there's I don't know if it's a bug, but there's something pretty awesome to where I can stay cloaked and just fire on stuff, and then I auto decloak, and that counts as my space kills.
Yeah. That's doing the kills under cloak is what counts. Let's see.
Okay, so I don't have to manually like uncloak to get it to count then.
No.
Okay, I thought this was a bug that would get my account banned.
No, you're doing the kills under cloak. I mean, the whole point is to do them. Uh, if I remember right, I haven't done it in a long time. Let's see here. Okay, I'm coming over
Okay.
here to the Klingon recruits and let's see what we can find. Oh, good.
Yeah, because I was
Nothing's
like
showing up there. Great.
I
All
was
right,
like worried
let's
about that
go.
because it's like there's bugs, there's black hole bugs in this game, and it's like, oh yeah, you're exploiting the game. It's like, dude, your game's broken in the first place. Don't penalize me.
Okay, I'm looking for the rewards.
Yeah.
I don't think they'll ever like if there is an active bug that exists in the game that's serving as an exploit of something they didn't intend. As long as you're not hacking the game, I don't think you'll ever
Yeah,
get
no.
banned. They will just fix the bug and you will not be able to be doing this, but I don't think anything outside of hacking could get you banned anyway. Because there have been so many things that kind of worked as an exploit against what they designed, but that was because they just designed it badly in the way that it just exists on its own passively in the game and you can use it to your advantage.
Okay, so
Oh,
going back,
okay.
we're looking at the reward for the 2,500 melee kills, correct? The ground kills?
No, space kills.
Space kills, okay. 2,500 is an ultra rare space duty officer, so Beknefru. Let's see if we can get some information on this one really quick. Okay, so Beknefru is an energy weapons officer space. Chance for stacking crit chance buff on firing energy weapons. Yeah, you want this bridge officer.
Oh, she is a bridge officer?
Excuse me, duty officer. Yes, you want this duty officer. You absolutely want this duty officer.
Okay.
Uh,
That's good.
yeah. It's 4% chance of a +1 critical chance buff to self for 15 seconds, stacks up to 3 times. Let's see.
Now, with the Kobayashi Maru, because the consoles I'm using is the Dragon Breath console and the Fire Tornado,
Yeah.
and with all the craziness of the Kobayashi Maru, am I even going to be successful, like, doing that?
Well, define successful.
Being able to actually get kills in space, you know?
You'll get a few.
Okay.
Hang on. Let me get out of there. I'm going back here. There we go. Let's see. Lexer says regarding that one, she's great. At some point, we had to be under the ambush buff, and enhanced battle cloaks were not explicitly working, but that's been repaired as far as I know. Anything you hit during ambush, no matter how, count it once it dies. But here's the thing with using Kobayashi Maru is because it's a large map and you're dealing with 5 people, it's not a really efficient way to get your kills. You really want to find something that's a little bit more target dense in the environment. And the opening sequence of the final episode of Gamma Quadrant, when they're throwing all of those Herc frigates at you, is really good. And especially once you get to Odo's, leave it, drop it, pick it back up, rinse and repeat.
Okay. Then I'll just do home. I'm just like grinding.
Yeah.
Like for Dill.
Mm-hmm.
Funny story. You know how I told you I had missing stuff?
Yeah.
Well, I don't remember if I migrated my stuff to another character or they recovered it for me. But because of the the heart hurt of the loss,
Mm-hmm.
I found out that I had like 4 million dill, and I spent that on Phoenix cards. And I found my old stack of Phoenix cards too, so now I have more Phoenix cards.
Jeez. Well, that works out nicely. Lexer says also the breaking the circle gamma TFO. Yeah, because that throws tons of targets at you. So there's a couple ones, and it tends to be Herc, but 2 maps will just throw targets at you, and you can drop and reacquire really easily.
Okay, so when you just like do the beginning, so I can
Right.
just like drop.
Once you get to Odo's ship, drop it and come back. Good morning,
Oh,
Pi.
okay.
And yeah, thanks for
Okay,
last night too,
that'll
Pi.
work. So it's just that when I was on my Zen balance before I did this for the cards, my Zen balance was at $33 basically, and I've never been able to get it that high. But when they did a rollback or something,
do a rollback.
Rollback reset, I'm not sure
Different
which.
things.
What?
They are different.
2 different things. Rollbacks never happen on live service games.
Yeah. So it's just a reset. If that, sometimes it's just a fix. Lexer says, why don't you sell the dill for Zen? Well, some of us don't have that long of a life, Lexers.
Wait, why don't I sell the deal for Zen?
Yeah.
Oh, I still got enough. I mean, I didn't use the entire amount. It's just like it went from 33 to like 26. So it's just waiting to be bought. So if anybody wants to buy, please.
Oh no, there's plenty out there. People are waiting in lines to
Yeah, it's
convert Zen.
the deal exchange. The deal exchange is like constipated, and I'm just like grinding and waiting up.
Went for some time.
Yeah, and there are some fixes they can do, but they're going to be difficult, and they will damage the economy if they're not careful. So hopefully they'll be careful.
They're really hesitant about touching those things because it can really derail the game's economy really easily.
Yeah, that's one of the problems with setting up an economy.
I thought the economy was already derailed enough as it is.
Mm-hmm. That's why they're not going to do much with this one. Oh, I'm in the right tune. Huh?
Dill economy, yeah, but the other stuff, yeah, it still can be easily derailed. So they have to be really careful about adjusting any of that.
Yeah, and that's where we get into the whole
They've been trying
issue.
to find they've been trying to figure out desperately sinks for Dill, so we don't keep it. But it's like we know when it's worth and when it's not worth. Like,
well, I don't mean
just like that.
Well, I'm sorry to be selfish, Mom, but I'm like not donating my dill unless I like scrap a character and they don't have that much on there. So it's like everything's going into my Zen balance.
That's fine. Do what you want to with your stuff. There's no problem there. As Pi and I were discussing last night, it tends to be what we affectionately call the whales in the game, who've got who play a ton and therefore sitting on dilithium, who can afford to dump that into projects.
Yeah, I'm not one of them.
Yeah, but just bear in mind that puts a ton of the weight of projects moving forward on people who, do that. So when the fleet progresses because of a dilithium thing, that's what's happening. And it's also one reason you don't see a lot of the little ancillary things like the new aquarium at the station going up, because it's dilithium that somebody's going to put in for basically no reward. And it does slow down progress on the holdings.
Yeah.
I'm just looking at DS9. Did these cells always had that kind of shape?
Where?
I mean, because if I understand how the force fields work in the Trek world.
Oh, are you in security?
Yeah, I'm in security. I'm looking at those holding cells, and I'm wondering, what the hell is that? Like, why are they not, because as far as I understand, they can't just shape them in various shapes. They are like a force field is supposed to be like a glass.
Yeah, technically you could not curve it that way.
And they're curved, and I'm wondering what the hell is that? I don't think that they were like that in the show. Why did they make
Well, of course they weren't that way in the show. Probably because aesthetically it looks a little bit nicer. Okay, let me jump back into...
No, they were straight. They were like
Yeah.
they're
have to
kind of
be
like
straight, yeah.
V-shaped in the game.
Okay,
There's something weird on them.
let me get back here. Yeah, who is that? Oh, come on, Mason, let's have the music. There we go.
What an intro.
Thank you so much, Musin. Lexer says, first of all, I have a life. BTD Fighter says, hello, hello.
It's life.
Pi, yes, Pi and I were chatting about stuff and wound up playing some old content last night, which was a lot of fun. A lot of fun.
Well, I wish we had an original version of this game before they started dissecting stuff to make room for new stuff.
That would
Because
be
I
a
mean-
very,
two.
very highly different game.
Yeah, day 2 is when they started redoing stuff. I mean, the game was in development for so long, so I don't know. I mean, I did play it in beta.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, you
And
did? Okay.
This has got nothing to do with beta. Everything has just been a constant little tweak here, change there, tweak here, change there. But yeah, I think the reason we've got the little indent here is purely aesthetics.
It's aesthetically unnerving to see this
Mhm.
first field being bent like this.
Could you
So I find
bend
it
a
really
force field?
annoying.
You could do it, but you'd have to use something like a mirror on either side to do it, I think.
Well,
No,
not in the
magnetic
middle
field
of
might
the
do it.
force field wall.
Yeah, you'd need something to force it there. Yes.
It irks me to see that.
Chosen says, I
Basically-
retconned my Yorktown class to be the second vessel to have the same name Bedford. Of course you did, Chosen. Of course you did.
Basically, with the force field, you got the bottom lip and the top lip, and they have to align solidly.
Mhm.
And then you've got that
Because-
bent point that's a
Right.
weak spot to the field, so somebody could maybe break out. They may lose an arm, but they could break out.
Yeah, that's the thing. Well, the Ferengi is actually putting his foot through the force field when he's hitting it, but that's beside the point. But yeah, the emitter should be exactly parallel to the ones that's above it, so the energy is being sent both ways and in a straight line. And this clearly is not a straight line because there's
No, that's definitely not a straight line.
It's bent in so many ways I can't look at it. I have to leave.
And it's not even that it's an optical illusion or the force field is someplace else. If you
No.
look down at the bottom, the force field actually does dent in.
Under an angle,
bottom.
you can actually see how it just curves and there's a dent in it and how it bends. And I'm like, ugh, I can't look at it. That ruins my immersion for force fields. Oh, there's a fish tank here.
Is there a fish
Oh.
tank here?
There's a
Also,
fish tank here.
Where?
Also, when it comes to
Outside.
item wise,
Oh.
I have discovered that tools will be lost to you. You know, like your equipment, like your guns and stuff. But outfits are still safe, I think.
Hmm.
But I missed out on the
Right.
Lobby sale because of experiencing that loss before. So I was like, okay, I'm gonna hold off because I don't know. So now I'm saving my Lobby for a new character that's going to be a new Delta on the Federation side.
Pie. That is an ugly car. That is an ugly.
Ugly car.
Yes, Pie posted a link to. Pie has a penchant for naming his ships after horrible cars. The Trabant, in this case, the Wartburg. Wartburg.
Okay.
Lemon?
No, Lemon's too generic.
The salty
that
lemon.
trophy link that you just posted, Lexers, is not coming through on mine. It's just fuzzy, but that might just be me. It's early.
Oh, Jesus,
Okay.
I remember growing up in my neighborhoods having these cars all over the place. Jesus, yeah, living
Oh.
in post-Soviet Europe. Yeah, there's a trauma. I mean, in '90s, cars like these were all over the place.
Yeah. Also, Mom, about the Klingon event we're trying to work on to do. I don't know if we're gonna have enough time, but I think if we do one part of it, kill enemies in the Empire, whoever gets to the end wins. You
Well,
know,
if-
something simple like that.
At this point, you really only have 5 days left. So I would say
Right.
put together what you want to do for an event, and the next time we have a Klingon event, we do a party like that. How fast can you use your 2,500 kills? But the thing is, there is a way, I think, I haven't done it, but that may be something where you could cheat the system pretty easily, I think.
Mhm.
And that is by taking everybody down to, uh, let's see, what would that be? That would be Nimbus. Take
Mhm.
partisans, go to the section where you're fighting with Madron. But if you've got a team of 5 people, I think your kills will be shared, meaning each of you might be able to do it. And, 5 of you would only have to do 500 kills. It's pretty fast as it is.
Okay. In another Discord group, they said it was impossible and I had to solo it, and it was a real bummer because I wanted to bring a friend along, but he's a new player, but he's got life stuff going on, and he's missing out. But he's got life stuff going on, and then
But
we got the
they will do another Klingon recruit. Yeah, it's melee kills in the ground, but Lexers, isn't it melee kills on? Oh, that's just right, melee kills. But you get yourself a Thompson submachine gun, you get yourself Lex knives. You'll get it done super fast.
well, I don't think the machine gun
Machine gun is a
qualifies.
physical kill. Yeah,
It does count as a physical
I
kill.
think it counts as a physical kill. I mean, it's physical damage.
Well, they qualified as kinetic damage, so I hope it works.
Let's
So
see.
far, I've found bat lifts, knives, a punching glove,
There are a couple of
flames.
new devices. The Agimus might work too because that is. How does the Agimus do damage? There's a couple of little pets that will do physical damage too. Fighter says, I might be blind, but do we have any ship classes named after actual ship classes? As an example, a ship class named after the Nimitz or the Fletcher class.
Okay.
I thought we
Oh.
did.
We do have some. I mean, definitely some of the premium ships do, because they started naming them by their class.
Lexer says
isn't
melee
Nimitz
only.
actually
Okay,
cool?
so it's not physical; it's just melee.
Yeah.
Hasn't Nimitz been
I
actually
mean-
called the Nimitz?
Yeah, I thought we had a
Mhm.
Nimitz in game.
I mean, we do
Yeah.
have it, but I think it's also called Nimitz, just as it is,
Yeah.
as far as I understand.
Well, we'll just do it the easy way and Google it. There,
Yeah.
there's nothing for Nimitz in StoWiki.
The wiki
Okay.
is broken lately.
Yeah,
So-
They have entries that I link to from Google, but they don't open because entries denied.
okay. There is a Nimitz
Okay.
class in Star Trek Online. This is
Yeah.
on StoWiki, but the newer StoWiki.
Okay, no adware on that. Okay.
Oh no, there's still adware on there. There's always adware. Life is adware.
Okay, sucks.
Okay, so the named ships in game that are part of the Nimitz class are the Dana, the Dostoevsky, Europa, Orskana, Savitskaya, Shinano, and the Ticonderoga. Those are all Nimitz class.
Okay. Question about the event we were trying to do. So, do you think we should just skip it?
Yeah,
skip
I
it
would
this
say-
year?
I would say figure out what you want to do, and so it's all plotted out, so we can just execute. Because normally you want to have things announced about 2 weeks ahead of when you're going to start the event, so people get aware of it. And then you have to decide what you're going to do for prizes, and how you're going to allocate prizes, and then you have to hopefully find somebody who can play this with you on the side, and figure out all the places you can screw it up and go wrong.
Okay. Because my basic idea was just basically a speed run.
Right, but since, as you and I discussed, it's very hard to speed run that because there's nothing you can do to make it faster or slower. Versus, let's say, how fast can you go from level 1 to level 65 as a captain? Because there's hundreds of ways to do it. That's fun.
Okay, if you want to do it that way, fine.
Well, no, I'm saying
Yeah.
we've done that one. We know where you can get to speed and how you can do that. But coming up with an event like that, how fast can you take your Klingon recruit to 65? But again, doing events, doing the stories, not doing this, not doing that. So when you create things like that, you have to think of the permutations and how you can make it fun for somebody to do it.
Mhm.
Let's see. You can grind the object. Right, Lexers, What
It
Reply All
has.
Caps wanted to do was create an event for everybody to be able to participate and maybe get some prizes. That's why I'm saying we're trying to figure a way for
Hello, can
people
you
to do
hear
that.
me?
Yes, Taz, we can
Yeah,
hear you.
now we can.
Hello.
We couldn't hear you yesterday, though.
Yeah, so one
Yeah,
of
I
us.
was
Hmm.
dead asleep yesterday.
And Dan
The
came to
nerve
Elf
of
Stream
people.
blaming me I didn't wake him up, and I'm like, well, excuse me, didn't order a service. The
Okay,
nerve.
so let me. Um, does a does a tactical have an advantage in this kind of thing?
A tactical officer?
Yeah, when you're playing when you're doing ground stuff, like if we do 2,500 kills or something, you know.
Not necessarily. The one that gets tough is science, but because they're all melee kills, they pretty much can go the equivalent.
Okay, because I was like wondering, because I mean I've got a new science character, and I've got like because I've got a lot of Klingon recruits, and I just didn't want to have to make a new one for a blank for the competition, you know. So I don't know. I need to know parameters about this because some of them are leveled up to like level 6 and some are 14. So I'm trying to play fair and square. So if you can give me the parameters, then I know how to go about it because I'm running out of character slot space.
Well, what is it that you want to do, though? I mean, it's the parameters are yours.
Well, if the parameters are mine, is that fair? Because I'm coming up with the idea,
Yeah,
but
that's why you
I'm
never
also
participate. But also,
okay.
if you put out a good idea, let people give you feedback off of it, come up with the end thing, and then everybody's starting from the same base, and that's why you give them 2 weeks to figure it out. Then it's fair. Everybody's had the same chance to do stuff.
Okay, well, I wanted it to kind of be basic, so I was thinking maybe the story missions to where you do the either the 25 because I'm better at ground than I am at space.
Hmm.
So maybe and I can't do stuff long because I'm trying to be considerate. Like, well, does anybody else have heating problems like I do? So
Well, so
maybe
there, what you do to make it fair for you and everybody else is do elapsed time, not single run.
okay. How do you do elapsed time?
Well, you take a screenshot when you start the thing, take a screenshot when you're done. And that'll show, let's say you went from 6:24 to 6:52, your total elapsed time then was, 28 minutes. And you just keep those screenshots so you can see that your total elapsed time. And you might have to do a bunch of screenshots, but then you just have somebody do the math and they'll tell you what you're at. So this goes right back to Lexer says with lockbox DOF missions, you can pretty much grind from level 12 to level 65 in less than 24 hours. Ed and I did it in 97 minutes. Elapsed time because we took off the time that we did for running back to Starbase and dropping our loot. So yeah, that's where you use the elapsed time.
Okay.
So the
I
actual
won't,
time in missions, or in this case in patrols, was 97 minutes.
okay. I
And
wouldn't be able to calculate that.
right, but that's why all you have to do is take your snippet of the clock or of your screenshot,
Okay.
and
So
you can
I
have
was
somebody look at it
thinking,
for you.
yeah. Um, kill enemies of the Empire
Hmm.
or the 2,500 ground kills. Those are the only two ideas that I
Yeah.
got.
So yeah, like I said, there's ways to game that, but you could set it up. It's a solo. You can use, and you could even set up parameters. You can only use these weapons, or if you want to have fun, just give everybody free reign, but you have to do it solo. Um, Lexer says again, get a Gorner for us and Science character for the melee objective, or buy the Furiodon Fangs from the Phoenix store. I'm not a huge fan of the Furiodon Fangs, but hey, that's you. I'm a Lex Knives girl.
Oh,
Good
okay.
excuse to go up and run that particular
Any
mission.
chance we get a pew today?
Yes, we are absolutely getting a pew today. Let me send out some invitations. Thank you,
Um,
Chris.
I do have
Right.
well, wait a minute. I do have Lure, but he's augmented with 847-2 armor on him because it looked lizard-like.
Well, what species is he? By the way, Musin, are you? Yeah, Musin, you want to join us?
He's a Gorn.
Oh, well, there you go. You
So
got a Gorn, so you've got
If
that.
you'll have a minute, I'm in ninth rule.
Okay, finish up your ninth
so
one.
I've got the 8472 green stuff on him. So he's like, it looks all reptilian and stuff.
And this is
Yeah.
why I just don't do the visuals, because that makes it way too difficult for me. Fighter, did you want to just join us for some pew pew?
I don't understand. What do you mean it makes it difficult?
Well, for me, it takes away from the. All I need to worry about is getting my kills. I don't care what the people look like. If I'm really fancy, I'll put them in an outfit. But a lot of times they never change from when I first get them. I.e., my tune that's up right now is wearing the same outfit from when I got him.
Okay, the reason I do it is so I can tell that that character's got that piece of equipment equipped.
Okay. Fighter, I've got you there.
Yeah, because I'll forget. So it's like, no, he has to look like what he's he's wearing. You know, he's gotta look like, because it's like those little windows. They're hard for me to see.
Mm-hmm. Lexers, when you are doing partisan, is that that's one with your hold ground or away team, right?
Oh, okay.
I'm just waiting on Meeson. By the way, I have to do
that was a weird dress character.
Okay, that's on a different one. Why am I on this account?
Okay.
Why am I on this account?
Because you were checking something for
Yes. Okay. Well, once we're done here, then I have to go switch accounts because I have to do a board TFO. Oh no.
Yeah, I need to check. So it's like, so let's say we're doing the 2,500 ground kills. Any class could be basically doing that, no problem.
Absolutely. It's more often the equipment that you've got and not the class, and something like that.
Okay, because I really don't want to have to run through the gauntlet again or kill a character to get a fresh character for the Klingon recruit event.
Well, it would always come back down to, if you're doing it just for the competition, go the other way around. Make the competition fit the characters you've got. Good morning, Cliff. Lexer says it's easier for tax. It is fractionally easier for tax, but
only if the enemies are really tanky. I mean, if you're
we're
shooting
talking
the
about
most basic enemy.
Musin, we're talking about the ambush kills or the melee kills for Klingon recruits.
Okay.
So generally, I just go down to partisans and spend an hour there slashing.
Nah, I'd skip a bunch of stuff, get Lex knives, and Bob's your uncle.
Yep. So I will say it's not as efficient, but it's really fun to use the presidential hand axe. That thing is fun, and the visuals are great.
Oh, I made a kitty lumberjack based on that, but I haven't been able to do that mission yet.
Oh,
there's an anime, well, kind of an anime called Kipo, and she basically runs into like mutant cat people, and they're basically like lumberjacks, and they're like very Klingon, and it's like I got like so inspired, so I named him Hammerpaw. And I think he's in the strike group. Let me see if I can look him up.
Am I in the strike group? Yeah, I'm not in the strike group at the moment. Do I have roster access? I do.
Let me see if I can find him.
You said it's Hammerpaw?
Yeah. He's a black, his name is Yum Yum Hammerpaw, and I just named him Hammerpaw on my roster. I'm very proud of him, but I never got his axe.
Yeah, that's strictly in that mission. What was his name again?
Hammerpaw.
That's his name, or that's his at?
Well,
is it Hammerpaw at something?
Hammerpaw at Simon 3203.
Okay.
Let's see if Hammerpaw. He is level 65.
But he's not in strike group, if I'm reading it correctly. He's in a
Wait,
different group.
Klingon strike group.
Klingon strike group. Okay, sorry, you're going Klingon. Musin, are
Wait,
you
were
done
you
with
on
your
Fed?
night? Yeah, I'm on Fed at the moment.
Oh, okay. Yeah,
Musin, are
he's a
you
Klingon.
done? Yes, you are. I'm sending you an invitation here.
Yeah, Klingon kitty.
Yeah, I'm not there at the moment. So that's Verasin, blah, blah, mental processing there. What are we running, by the way?
Oh, I need to work TFOs and kinetic damage so I could do that in a single run.
Okay, we're gonna do a Borg TFO,
Okay.
after...
So let me see if I can find.
How much damage do you have to do?
The kinetic, 150,000.
Will Hive Onslaught do it?
Let me switch
Yeah.
Okay.
ships.
Musin switching ships and then we'll go.
Okay, wait a minute. Let me see.
Which power TFO are we doing?
Hive
Oh,
Onslaught?
shh.
Wait.
And I have to
switch
do
ships.
another one too, so we're going to do a different one in just a moment, but I have to switch tunes to do that.
I need to switch ships for this. Because this one has no kinetic
Hey.
damage on it. So that's not
Hey,
gonna work.
D-Ron guy, how does a Romulan learn to be a Kung Fu master? Oh, please tell me there's going to be a punchline to this one. Please. Cling on, cling off. Very good. Thank you very much.
Oh, that's good.
Very good. And how are you doing, Ron? I have not seen you for a while. I hope all is well.
Okay.
Musin, are you ready?
Oh. Okay. I've got another character
I'm
that
ready.
would be.
Hang on, I'm going to
Right,
launch.
I've got
ready
another
to swap the ship.
Hang on a second. Weewoo?
We
Everybody got a
I'm
Weewoo?
sorry, Mom.
Okay, just need to make sure everybody's...
Weewoo.
Yeah, Weewoo. There we go.
Okay. I've got another character that is in Strike Group. He's a new one for this event, but he's level 20 just because I wanted to get access to the rewards vendor. And
remember, you have access almost immediately after... I don't even think you have to be all the way
just
through
as
the
I
tutorial.
swapped over from my pick.
no, you don't. You have to grind up to 20 to get access.
No. For the tutorial, I think, to be a Klingon recruit.
Yeah, I'm not talking about that. I'm talking about once you get past that and you try to go to the rewards vendor guy.
Right, but once you've gotten it to a certain level, you can grind at any point. You don't have to do it during the event. I have
know.
never heard of Bellwright. Pi, if you're still out there, have you heard of Bellwright? Has
So-
anybody heard of Bellwright?
Yeah.
Is futile.
So basically, what I would like to propose, because he's a tactical character, is that I'm going to keep this one just where he is permanently until we can actually get that contest going on next year, and this will be my entry.
That's what I
Okay.
thought. Single salvo from my
Wait, what did
Nelson
what did you
Torps.
say, what did you say, Mom?
I said okay.
All right.
Let's see.
Well, I'm just
Lexer says, after the tutorial for the event, but 20 for temporal agents. So yeah, once you get your little transponder dude thing, you can finish this at any time later. Doesn't have to be during the
Yeah.
event.
yeah. No, I just wanted to be able to get him up to 20 because of the we're doing stuff and we're getting dill drops.
Right.
Okay, so yeah. So I've got my character decided on. Wait, let me see what his roster, what his transponder beacon is at. And honestly, Mom, I'm doing this for the experience, like
yeah.
not XP experience, but for just the fun event stuff more than the prizes.
Yeah, well, since we haven't even put up a budget for prizes yet, we haven't done prizes on anything because we have not been refilling our fleet prize bank for quite a while. We need to work on that.
Okay.
We try and clean things out twice a year, and then Pi and I do that on the weekends of going through and pulling out the garbage. Please don't put your garbage in the fleet banks, everybody.
Okay. Well, why don't you look
I
at
have weird permissions in my bank, and one time I put something into somewhere I can't withdraw from, and I'm like, I don't want it here.
Okay. So I just want to let he's got basically
Neo, is the Borg Queen dying really fast these days?
Well, it's you.
Yeah, I was
because
gonna
you're-
say it's you, Taz.
Well, it died really quick because it didn't even prompt for the feedback pulse.
Nope.
No?
No, she
Nope,
didn't even get a chance.
She was in the
I was
process of
ready with
dying
the step
super
move.
quick there.
Yeah, she was ready to meet her maker. She was definitely not even putting up a fight.
Farewell,
Okay.
poor queen. We hardly knew ye.
Yeah,
Yeah.
you
Okay,
went
Well, why
too
don't the
fast. We didn't get
well
to
why don't
know
you
you.
ship the why don't you ship the Borg
Nobody died.
King and the Borg Queen together?
I
Say
don't
that
think they're
again?
very compatible. Queen is very possessive, and the king is Harry Kim.
Here,
Anyway.
okay. Yeah.
Yep.
Yeah.
Enough said, Harry Kim.
She'll
I'm
put him to an ensign the first chance she gets, and he'll be unhappy and grumpy.
Yeah.
Nah.
Okay. So, anyways, for the status of my character, I've only got 10 ground kills and 1 space kill. So I'll keep them here for the next time you want to, because I tried to come up with something fun, but if somebody wants to surprise me and add something new, I'm open for it.
Okay. Well, as I said, that's something, if we're going to do that, we need to sit through and figure out what we want to do, prizes, all that stuff. And, oops, inventory full. How did my inventory get full?
Your inventory is constantly full.
Shh,
Like,
hush, hush.
You
Not
know
going
what
there.
Trying to
Lord
fool.
taught us?
Who are you trying to fool? Your inventory is constantly full. We have a redeem that tells you to clean your pockets. So like,
Yeah, well, I did that once.
Okay.
You know what?
Tip to all new players: go to a vendor, because if you try to just recycle your stuff, you're going to get less credits.
This is absolutely true. And different vendors will
And
permit.
do not sell to Ferengis. They will always undercut you.
they will always
yeah.
shoot you out of your money. Yeah.
Also, though,
the
there's that matter of how much is it going to cost you to do something. If you're in the middle of an event, you're doing a big TFO and your inventory's full, sometimes it's easier just to hit salvage or discard, super quick, just so you get the space back.
Right. Like, I'm on Nimbus doing kills just for trying to harvest still or random stuff, and I just do not want to have to do the travel back.
Mm-hmm.
So I'll be in the stronghold, liquidating my stuff. I know I get a less amount, but in this one regard, I'm paying for convenience of being in the campgrounds, waiting for the spawns to hit. Just to grind for credits, because trying to find items and trying to sell items and outscrew somebody else on the exchange, it's just too much work.
Yeah, I generally don't bother with anything unless it's purple, and even not always then.
Nah, I'll recycle everything that's below purple. It's not worth it.
Just to make life easy.
Yeah.
Wait, you can access exchange here in the promenade? And I always thought you have to go into the room with the exchange and mail.
Yeah, that's where I always go.
Well, apparently there's an exchange console in the promenade, right in front of the Klingon playing on the harmonica, basically.
Oh, no, he's playing. Wasn't he playing the accordion?
Yes, the
accordion.
yes.
Yeah, sorry.
Okay, so
English not my primary language. I don't know all the words.
Oh,
okay. Are you Federation side or Klingon side? Because I'd like to be able to find this and see this for myself.
See what?
This new exchange terminal you're talking about.
Doesn't matter.
It's probably always been here. I just never saw it.
It's on DS9, you said?
Yeah,
if it's on DS9, it doesn't matter if you're Fed or Klingon, you can go there. Lexer says blue consoles can be worth a lot. Yes, they can. Ron, the first friend I made on Stowe in September 12th had a T51. Wow. September 2012, rather. That goes back away, Ron.
Okay, let me see if I can find. Okay. I'm gonna.
Roughly, where is the console, just so you can find it easier?
The console is, it's right next to the Quarks entrance in front of the
So it's like in about
right.
somewhere in the 12 o'clock position?
Yeah, almost literally. A little bit to like 11:55.
Oh, wait a minute. I can get on Win. Let me just get on Winter. She's already at DS9.
It's next to. Wait, this is. No, actually, this is Latinum Exchange. Scratch that. I'm stupid. I can't read.
So
It's not exchange. It's Latinum exchange. So you exchange tokens and stuff for.
Oh, okay.
Oh,
So it's not an
yeah,
exchange. Yeah, that's been there forever. There. What were you saying, Musin?
Yeah.
No, it's Musin's turn. Musin, what were you saying?
The guy.
okay, what? Goddamn, I lost it.
Oh.
I wanted to say it in a certain way, but you know what Lower Decks taught us? Never trust a Harry Kim who had a promotion.
Yeah.
So true.
That is
and
a
the-
good one.
Yes. And the Kim crew, it's like, yeah, they don't care about status. They're not clout seekers. They know the important stuff in life, you know?
Yeah, but at some point, being an eternal ensign's
Never
gotta be
trust a
tough.
Harry Kim who's been promoted.
All right, are you guys up for
Yeah.
another Borg TFO?
And
And
he
I'll
goes,
never trust a Harry Kim that titles himself
Oh.
a king.
wait,
Fighter,
not from
let
Lower
me
Decks,
send
that's
you an
STR.
invitation.
well, see, okay, can I talk about the aesthetics of that? What's really weird
The aesthetics
is,
of what?
of the Borg King. It's really weird. He's got like basically like electrical wires like wrapped around like the emperor crown,
Yeah,
like
Yeah.
like what
that's what it's supposed to be. That's his crown.
oh, okay. But it's really sad that it's like everybody is just ripping off 709's body armor, and we can't get any new body armor for Borg.
Borg are fine. They don't need any body armor. Do we have a
I
preference?
do.
It's a
I'm
joke.
trying to get different looks for my Borg.
There's a lot of things
Hey,
you can do.
get yourself a tailor bug and wear the bridge officer Borg outfit.
Does anybody have a preference in which Borg TFO we do?
Not really. I need to figure out how I'm gonna do anti-proton damage with no anti-proton builds.
How much
Okay.
damage do you need to do?
Hope that mine and
Not a lot, so 50
Can you
down.
grab-
I know.
Let me know when
Got
you're
it.
ready.
All right.
Got it.
So Ron says, so I'm doing Eve now, what I used to do on Stowe, helping out noobs with destroyers and cruisers fully fitted. Sweet. Yeah, Ron was like my mentor in the first year I was playing this, 2 years I was playing it. Probably kept me from quitting the game because we would have these wonderful Sunday events and he'd be so patient. With no, that's not.
Were
what
you,
you
were
need
you
from
doing?
me."
Were you doing like? Are you talking Eve or are you talking Stowe?
Stowe. I don't never played Eve. That was my husband's game.
Okay. Okay.
Indeed, you were, Ron. You were absolutely my ground PVE guy.
Okay.
I still remember
I'm-
those Sundays.
Mm-hmm.
Let's
I'm
see.
so
New Borg implants kit bash very nicely with liberated Borg ones.
Mm-hmm.
Well, thank you, Ron. That's all due to you. Are
yeah,
you ready,
they-
Chris?
Oh yeah.
Okay.
The Abyss mission. Yeah, it looks really good.
Oh, it's.
I just-
Okay. I'm doing something different. Resistance to Starbase 1. Wee woo?
I just wish.
Nice.
I just
We were-
wish we. I'm sorry.
We
I
were-
just wish we had more Borg stuff.
Oh my god, we have too much Borg stuff. We need less
Game
Borg stuff.
Had so much emphasis on Borg so
Yeah.
far. I think everyone is a bit tired with it.
We need some.
No, I'm not talking
non-Borg.
about. I'm not talking missions. I'm talking about equipment and aesthetics.
There's so much
yeah.
stuff with
Yeah,
over there.
Borg
You can
does a lot of it.
customize your looks. I've seen so many people kit bashing things like between the
You need a
liberated
playable
Borg and
Borg there.
yeah.
They said the problem is you can't tell what's the front and the back of the ship, but that's easily solved with some creative damage to the sphere on its rear end and some
think-
lighting on its front end.
Well, go up. If you're dealing with something you can't tell where you're at, proportionate to where you are, is drop a sub nuke and see what happens. It's like, oh, I guess that's the front then.
I mean, did you really? Are you serious? Are you making a bad joke?
No, I'm serious. It'll pull off the shields and you have a better idea of where you're at with it. We have the exoskeleton suit, the Abyss Amplants, the liberated Borg ones, the Borg Boff, etc. And Pi says, too much Borg, I miss more Breen. We were playing Breen last night, Pi and I.
Wait. How do you?
Yeah,
wait a
Breen
second.
haven't been seen around for a while.
Well, we went back, and there was a mission I used to love doing for emancipating the Borg, which apparently is gone. It was a little TFOE type side mission thing. It's still part of Out in the Cold, but it used to be a independent side mission. And worth a little bit of dough.
But I got a question though. They mentioned use bridge officer Borg armor. Are you talking about like what you can get in the store?
Well, he actually didn't say that. He said we have
if
exoskeleton
you get a
suit
Taylor bug,
implants.
you can actually access that as an outfit. But you need a bug Taylor.
Yeah.
Oh, okay. Okay, so it's not standard. It's just if you're lucky. Okay.
Yeah.
Thanks.
Well, it's pay attention to when there's a Taylor bug and you can do it.
Yeah, so if you're in zone chat, sometimes you'll hear or see people talking about it. Otherwise, if somebody mentions it in passing.
Alright.
Yeah, Defari dailies are still there, but they're all now space pew-pew. It was nice to have that one ground pew-pew one. I'm sorry, Chris, but there was a ground pew-pew. That was fun. Oh, and does anybody need or want to do trans-dimensional tactics this morning?
How long
Once
is
is
it?
a thing.
Say again,
Like
Chris?
how long is the
Once
mission?
is probably not, but I could do it.
Which one? Trans-dimensional tactics?
Eventually, yeah.
Yeah, 4 minutes. 4 minutes with a good team.
Are you guys a good team?
Yeah, a good team. It's not a complex one. It's just if you've got somebody who's never done it before, sometimes they don't know, just shoot everything.
Oh, okay.
Very complicated. I
Yeah,
don't think I
it's
can
not the
catch
most
up.
complex one, but, you know, if you go in and they're under-equipped. So anybody who's at least semi-good with it, you can wipe the map really quick. And since this is not defeat the Tholian captain, this one is just complete the mission.
Yeah,
It
just
goes
take
pretty
part in the
fast.
TFO, nothing else.
Liberated Borg Boff have similar suits they can use. Let's see. And good morning, Id. How are you feeling today, dear?
I'm feeling okay.
You sound better,
Well,
Yeah,
except for the fact that it's 3 in the morning.
Yeah.
considering the time.
how do you get liberated Borg Voth?
Huh?
How do you get a liberated Borg Boff?
Are there liberated Borg Both?
Bridge
You
officers?
can-
Yeah.
Yeah, you can buy them off
They're on the
the
exchange.
Z.
C
Yeah, you
store?
can buy them off
Yeah, C store.
the C store. You can get one from the reputation system.
Yep, there is one there.
You used to have to go through a decom chamber or something in one of the TFOs to get it.
But it's just a purchase
Okay.
thing.
Dang, I just
Jazzy, when your storms.
and then when you do that, do you have to use a bug tailor or can you just use
No,
a
no,
standard tailor for the outfit?
For that bridge officer, just put it on it. But to put it on your captain, it's a different story.
Yeah. For anybody else other than the officer to use it, then you need to see if you can find a bug tailor. Let's see, Eve has a
okay,
broadcast window where the team commander can post the next target, team members can post need heals,
alright,
etc. That's actually fairly clever.
All right, so it's liberated Borg Voth.
Borg what does not exist.
Not Voth, Boff. Bridge officer.
Oh,
Oh,
Not Voth.
okay. Oh, okay.
I don't
Bridge
think
bridge-
Both have ever allowed themselves to be assimilated, and I think according to the canon,
Yeah.
at least, there is very little known about Voth interactions with other races, but I think their isolation has meant their technological superiority has kept them immune from the Borg in general.
Mm-hmm.
They're able to fight them off successfully enough that they'll be pestered in the region of space.
Yeah.
So as far as we know, they've never been assimilated, and for some reason they've developed a resentment towards the Borg, because they're really hateful and the Borg disconnected towards them, which is kind of weird.
Well, but if it's a Boff, would
Like
you
if-
be able to change costumes with him? Yeah, you would be. You would. If it's the bug tailor. I'm sorry, my brain wasn't quite working.
Okay, but the problem is with the bridge officers in the store. It's what do you call it? It's Female. It's
Yes.
female. So would it work on a male?
What?
Would the costume switch work if it's bugged, if it's a male? Should. Generally, they're not gender specific, with a few
Oh, okay.
exceptions. Trying to think of
okay.
what. I mean, because we can certainly put skirts on the guys, to some extent. Okay, so they call them scants, but let's be honest, they're skirts.
Yes, they are.
There's no amount of masking them or renaming them. They will.
I
be
am so
skirts.
sorry, but no,
Yeah.
No, they do not look good.
they do not look good.
Well, if you watch TNG and you see the male actors in those things, you know they look embarrassed. Like, please kill me now.
You can clearly see in their facial expressions that they're thinking about not about what they're wearing, because that must be the most uncomfortable thing they've ever been wearing. Uncomfortable mentally, not physically. I imagine wearing a skirt is comfortable to a degree.
Sometimes you get some airflow in places you don't necessarily want airflow, especially on a cold day.
Right?
Well,
I assume that's the same for
depends-
guys as it is for women, because
Depends what's
dang,
downstairs.
things dangling in the breeze, if you will. Let me jump back here. Joke. You know you're from a lousy species when the Borg refuse to assimilate it. Thank you.
That means you're literally just offending. I don't think you can offend Kazon. The Kazon are offensive to themselves, literally, but yeah.
Well,
the Borg
that's
really
that is
refused
cool.
to assimilate the Kazon, didn't they?
Well,
I think
D-Ron,
Kevin mentioned that.
D-Ron's got a question, which is
Yeah,
what
she
launcher is
mentioned that
recommended?
the Kazon were too primitive because they already assimilated the Klingons.
Yeah. Well,
That's gonna be insulting.
one Kazon are budget Klingons. 2, Seska is queen of the porcupine people.
Hang on a second here. Ron wants to know what launcher is recommended. If you're talking for Star Trek Online, I don't generally go through ARC or anything else. I just go directly into the C drive and get the executable file.
That works even for a Steam downloaded game. You can
Yeah.
have it installed from Steam, but you go to the game directory and there's the launcher. I just made a shortcut to it so I don't have to interact. My Steam is offline, but I still have the game on.
Yeah.
I recommend having ARC on there anyways in case you find any promo codes you want to shove on your account.
Yeah, well, he's just asking about the launcher, but I have both Steam and ARC, but I launch from the executable drive, and that's what I've got as a shortcut on my desktop.
Yeah.
ARC is not
But-
necessary for the promo codes. You can do it via the website.
Yeah,
Yeah.
the website does have a redeem option anyway.
It does.
So, yeah.
It does indeed. And Lexer says Scotty looked great in a kilt. Kilts are different, Lexers. Kilts are different.
Kilts.
I've got
Kilts is a
a.
national treasure for the Scottish people. I wouldn't say they ever look bad. They
I'm
look
sorry.
very impressive.
There's some members that are coming in too sharp for my ears, so I need to go.
No
Uh-huh.
worries. You take care of yourself.
Thanks.
You know
Thanks
you can
for,
reduce the volume on players in the group.
I can't change volume on my phone, guys.
Okay.
You can't. You should be able to. Individually, you should just click on them and hold on the person.
Well, if it's only some, that could be the issue. You know how
Yeah, it's only
Dis-
it's only
Discord
some.
can muck with individual levels coming in, and that's hard to set on the phone. It's easier
Yeah,
to
and it's
set in
just
the game.
it's
Very
it's too sharp on my ears. So yeah.
Okay.
Uh, Thanks for answering the questions.
You are very welcome.
Also, maybe we can try the 200 the crazy like space kills, like maybe first one that gets to 50 or something like that.
Go ahead and figure out how
Do
you
you
want
know how
to do
fast
it.
we can kill 50 ships in this game?
Yeah. Yes,
It's like
go kill
a
50.
nanosecond.
Yeah.
Uh,
The only problem there is getting
okay.
them to spawn fast enough. That's the limiting factor.
Okay, then then it's only then I'm because I want to keep it easy for me to
Well,
it's kill enemies of the Empire, that one part, or the 2,500 ground kills, and we just set a certain number. But because I want to compete for fun, somebody else please set up the rules because I don't want to cheat.
Well, it's your
Hmm.
party. You need to set it up.
Yeah, there's plenty of people like me who can basically opening salvo 50 ships
Yeah.
in one go.
Yeah, which is why we have some of these TFOs that should last 3 to 5 minutes, that last 1 to 3 minutes if we're lucky. You know, ISE lasting under a minute is a thing now. All right, should we do one
Okay.
more? Did I say
Okay.
Did I say we should do the Nukara event?
All right.
I-
Then, yeah. Then, since you don't have any prizes and it's like we only got 5 days.
Yeah, we are
next,
not going to do it
next,
this time around.
Yeah, next year's event.
Well, next
I
time's
think we
event, they sometimes do it more than once a year, and it's only
What,
February.
the Klingon recruit? They might do it again this year.
Yeah, they'll do stuff when they get bored.
Yep.
If they don't have anything else going on.
They toggle through the recruits one after the other. So once they've done them all, they'll go just right back to the beginning, and that takes less than a year.
Yep.
Okay.
A lot of times
all
it's
right.
just a matter of we need to do something, which is why we had the winter event one summer. They needed to put content out there, and they did.
That was great.
It
I
was
don't
great.
remember what the ship was, but that was great.
I don't even remember that there was a ship. It was just let's just get that done.
I think the Winter Adventure in the summer wasn't that during COVID?
It was during COVID,
Well,
yes,
they might.
but it was
my
amazing,
camera's
wasn't it?
Doing something amazing.
Oh, well, wait a minute. I take it back. I'm remembering 21 because in 20, my computer went dead.
Yeah, I don't think we did in 20.
Oh, and it stopped.
Um,
Yeah.
If everybody's ready,
Yeah.
I'm gonna launch Nukara.
Yeah, the beginning of 2020, my last computer died, and then I had to spend the next 5 months without a computer during COVID, so it sucked.
Ooh, that would be bad. Yes.
Yeah. So,
Here we go.
Here
yeah,
we go again.
I'm thinking,
Hey, boo.
well, Mom, I'll give you the details of the parameters, but it's not a lot, okay?
Okay.
Oh no.
So
Ground.
Ground.
I'll send that to you.
Sounds good.
Bye.
Take care. Whee! I didn't Oh, somebody fell in the acid. Oh well.
Oh no, I touched it. I think it's me.
It's too late, Pie. We have already done the little chemical peel on our Tootsies.
What?
You can't step in the acid, and so Pie says, "Don't."
Oh
dip your
yeah,
toes in the
okay,
acid."
okay.
That's the
Hence the
stupidest
chemical
option I've ever seen in
Yeah,
the
I mean-
TFO. That should be removed.
Since nobody ever
Don't-
does it.
Don't two people die? I get it, but don't step in the acid. Like the whole place is filled with these acids.
Yeah, and as soon as the
someone has
trappers
poor
get you and they
graphics.
pull you in, that's it. You're in.
Yeah. Plus someone might have to increase graphics quality, but they might not see or distinguish what's what. So like, remove that thing out of here.
Oops. Well, in this case, I got stuck in the rocks and we'll ask him.
Oh, someone's got Badgie combat hat.
Where's Badgie? Where's Badgie? Who's got Badgie? I want to see Badgie.
Oh, that would be me.
Badgie, where
that
are
would be
you?
you. Yeah, I wanted to buy one of exchange. I saw the prices and I stopped wanting one.
Yeah. Badgie is.
I worked
It's around
with
three-
yourself.
300 million.
Ah.
I'm like, that's not worth for a combat pad.
Yeah, but it is Badgie. It's pretty awesome.
Still, I'm
And it's
preferring
still-
my Agimus anyway. So
That's true, but
Just
the
a shame.
animation is so funny.
But
yeah, they
Agnes
did it pretty
won't
well, but
keep
I'm
you
not paying that much money for it. They can fluff right off.
No, I like it when they put in some of the better animation just to make the game fun.
Yeah, but they put it behind a drop rate. Just to make it a little bit less fun.
Put it in Mud's Market and I will spend money on it.
That's what I keep saying.
So that was easy, right?
That was fine.
And I got you that one. I got pies.
I mean, with the green set I've got the staff weapon,
Yeah, I do need
And
to
I
pick up
got-
that green one.
and I got the costume. That looked really dope, and I really like the performance of that staff weapon in general.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, I'm gonna grab that one because I
So
want to add it
it's
to
really
my
great.
arsenal here.
Yeah, it's pretty cool.
Well,
And I'm still considering if I shouldn't just unpack that green ship and give it a try.
you should. Or
Because it just popped up twice. I already sold it once. It got me a unique ship and a unique build to work with the proton beams from it. And I'm like, yeah, but this is a 32nd century this device, the ship, and I do like the aesthetic of it. I like the visual.
Yeah.
I think it's great, but I just hate that it's such a small thing and it's a freaking courier.
I'm going to get out of here because Pi kept me busy last night, so I didn't finish editing Chapter 3. And I was up till 11, and then my brain started melting. So I'm going to go back and try and finish up the work I meant to do last night. Yeah, Pi, it was all your fault. All right, everyone. I am out of here. Okay, just to be honest, Pi and I were chit-chatting. We wound up playing Breen, and then he helped me level up a ship. So all of a sudden, it's like way past his bedtime.
I know the feeling. I had that last night.
Been there. But as a result, I did not get this chapter edited. Maybe because it's just melting my brain at the moment. So I'm out of here. I will see you all tonight. If you want to join us, we will be on at 7, so in about 12 hours. Yes, Cliff, give me about 12 hours and I will be back. And as we like to say around here, stay
Moopsy.
Moopsy. Shun the non-believers.